Okay, so now we try to work with the DOM architecture. How DOM architecture is working with the JavaScript. DOM architecture. DOM architecture in JavaScript. This is very, very important. When you come to the JavaScript, DOM is very important. What is the DOM means? DOM means document object model. Document object model. See, what is the D here? D is something like a document. Document is something like a HTML in case of Java. O means object. Object is something like whatever the elements. All elements are objects. All elements are objects in the case of browser. And M means model. Model is something like a data. Model is something like that. Now we will see the DOM architecture. So in the DOM architecture, there are multiple objects we have to understand. One is a browser. One is a browser. One is a window. One is a document. One is object. Okay. So let's try to observe the diagrammatic way how this DOM architecture is going to be designed with. I'm taking a new paint here. So imagine this is a browser. Okay, let me take a bigger one. Imagine this is the browser. Imagine this is the browser. On top of the browser, you will be having a window. On top of the browser, we will be having the window. Window is an object, browser is an object. Everything is an object. So here, remember one thing, this is an object. And this is also an object. In JavaScript case, everything is an object. On top of the window, you will be having the document. On top of the window, we will be having document. Even document also object. On top of the window, we will be having document. Even document also an object. Okay. So on top of the document, we will be having multiple elements. For example, on top of the document, you will be having the header section and body section. Header section and body section. Let me give the header section and body section. This is the header section. Sorry. This is the head section. And this is the body section. And head section, what are the different kind of elements which are going to be available on top of the header section? So on top of the header section, we will be having multiple kind of meta tags, and we will be having title, and we will be having scripts, and we will be having styles. And coming to the body, so on top of the body, maybe you have the headings. Maybe you are going to be having multiple elements. Okay, whatever the elements you want, you can give the things. Okay, H1 to H6 you can provide, or paragraphs you can provide, or forms you can provide, or tables you can provide, or div tags you can provide, or span you can provide, or hyperlinks you can provide, or iframes you can provide. So, is there any restriction? And there are n number of elements. N number of elements I can able to provide. N number of elements I can able to provide on top of the body. Each and everything is an object again. The component, each and every element is a component, but all the components on top of the body that should be available. And come to the architecture, I just want to give the proper architecture from this. From the document, you will be having the head and body, but document is on top of the window. But window is basically merging with the browser. Window is merging to the browser. But one thing you remember, window is Window is not visible element. Remember one point. Window is non-visible element. You cannot able to see this one. Non-visible element. Non-visible object. You can say like that. Window is non-visible object. But document is visible object. So user can able to see this. User can able to feel this. User can able to see this and user can able to feel this. That is visible object. One second. So I want to write like that. Visible object. Let me give the proper structure here. This is non-visible object and this one is visible object. Who is the visible object? Visible object is document. Who is non-visible object? Non-visible object is window. Non-visible object is window. Visible object is document. But on top of the document, you will be having the heading section or head section and body section. But inside the body section, you may have a number of elements. And that is a structure. That is a proper structure. But all this complete program is called a DOM architecture. All this complete box is going to be called a DOM architecture. Let me give you the proper structure for this. This is a DOM architecture. This is DOM architecture. Okay, so let me keep the diagram saved. I am saving the diagram inside the JS. Okay, now let me go. Okay, so for the concept, we will go with the one more video.